Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to Trade Setup and the afternoon wrap for the 21st of October. Okay, we'll take a look at the price action of the ASX200. The action for the day broke a couple of key levels, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes down the track. We'll also take a look at the S&P 500 and we'll go through the Aussie also, some key levels to look at there. Okay, looking at the 30-minute chart here on the ASX200, we were capped at 54.54 and we were holding that 54.32 zone. We did push through there, that support zone overnight. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning by the looks of it. Did spike through and did wash out that low, which is just a previous minor low there. And that price action was really looking like it could potentially roll over. As it pushed into the close early hours this morning, we pushed back up towards that 54.54 and that held into the close. So I was expecting more of a washout of that zone there and then a rollover, but we didn't. Pushed straight through on the open this morning, straight through that level 54.32. I was expecting this to hold up at 54.13 today. Didn't expect too much price action to push through that today, but we did wash that zone out. So that's not the greatest of signs at the moment. We've made that lower high around here at 54.50, say 54.47, so it's only a few points below that resistance zone, and then we've just finished below 54.32. So interesting price action there. We probably expect that that's more conducive, market rolling over. So and that's a major lower high at 54.54, so that's looking like that it will roll over tonight. I'd expect it could come back down and test 53.78, or we could just sort of bounce around and build that higher low in here, or even below that 54.13 zone. So if we do build that higher low, then expect us to stair step our way back up through 54.54 and 54.60 as we break to those highs there. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out tonight. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar here, we're looking at that 76.21 zone to hold up. It was in oversold territory this morning. It has held up, but it hasn't held up with any much conviction. The key level, I think, is at around that 76.45 zone. Now, if we do break up through there, we're looking at that earlier this morning. We thought that might break up through there this morning, pull back, build a higher low, which it could be in the process of doing. Build that higher low and then pushing up through. The fact that it hasn't broken that level now at the moment, I think, is not the greatest of signs as it gets towards that overbought territory. If we don't break up through there, we potentially could just wash it out and then head straight back down below 76.21. But I think 76.21 it's not a key level, but it could provide a bit of a support. We'll see how that plays out. And if it does, we've got our higher low there. We could retrace, retest up towards 76.90, and then potentially roll over. But we'll see how that plays out tonight with the US dollar. Okay, looking at the S&P 500, we've got a 1 hour chart. If we just delete that out. We can see that big wash down we've talked about quite a while. Now that zone pushed down to about the 2105, 2110 level there, whacked straight back up again, and then we come down and retested 2110. So there we actually made that lower high. We've made lower highs after that. We come back down and retested 2110, so that's not a bad sign that this market's going to hold up. And we've made a higher low at 2124 and then potentially another one at 2132. Now if we just drill out, nothing's confirmed just yet, because this could be a lower high at 2150. So that double top there, that price action is it's conducive more to a push lower. So if we push through 2132, I think we'll be testing right back down to 2110 and below. But at the moment it's a bit undecided. So if we just drill out, we can see that price action. So we've got higher low at 2132, and at the moment that's holding. Now if we just do just bounce around in here and build that higher low again, that could take us back up through 2150. But if that zone holds, and we've got a minor lower high in here at 2143, if that holds up and we do push down tonight through that 2132, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because that looks like it potentially could roll over, and longer term we could be heading down to 2110. The only thing to be taken note of at the moment is that we are in oversold territory, so we could be holding up above 2132. A lot to talk about, a lot we did talk about, but it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out tonight. Now that's it. Have a great weekend, and we'll speak to you again on Monday. And don't forget, traders, you can go to our YouTube channel to subscribe. Just go to www.youtube.com/c/TradeSetup AU, and you can view all the uploaded videos we've taken so far.